Okay, we're talking with John Kresge. He's with Sapling Learning. Hi, John. How are you?
How you doing, Tim?
Really good. I'm kind of excited about your product because it's completely digital.
It is completely digital. That's correct.
Tell us about it a little bit.
Well, it's really exciting. Sapling Learning is a digital native. We were born as a company. We were born in 1999, just like all the entering freshmen this year. So we understand the needs of today's student, which they need something that's engaging, dynamic, interactive. We are the first company to introduce a Texas high school science iBook or ebook on the iTunes library. It went live on Apple just a couple of weeks ago, and it's going off the shelf, so to speak. So we've introduced it on iTunes, and we also are fully approved by the state through the state adoption.
Okay, so your adoption is for biology,
chemistry, and physics.
And physics.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So tell us a little bit about it. If a school district adopts your Sapling Learning, what do they get?
They get a digital program that works through an online internet web browser through the computer. It's also works on the iPad, fully functional on the iPad.
So they don't have to have an iPad for it to work.
They don't. iPad is just another option because a number of districts are implementing iPads. Many are using Chromebooks. Some are using PCs or MacBooks, but it works on all those different environments. And we also accommodate those districts that don't necessarily have technology in every classroom, and the teachers can use it on smart boards or on projectors and do whole class instruction with the digital resources. Or there's a lot of printable resources for worksheets or homework assignments, and we also have printed versions of the ebook. So there are some students that may not have internet at home or a device at home.
I was going to ask you about that.
So, and we can show you that in a minute.
So let's move that across here. We'll show you there is like a...
So again, this is an 8-year adoption. So this is an 8-year adoption. So if you think about, we're making a decision today, but it's supposed to take us for the next 8 to 10 years of what we're going to need. So we understand that some districts, some high schools, some students don't necessarily have access to the internet. So we've printed ebook versions. Printed versions of all of our ebooks, and these are available from Sapling for classroom sets. And that might be something a district or school needs in the interim until all students eventually do get technology devices.
So if I was a student, would I be able to, because all the kids got, my English is so well here, maybe I should be doing the English adoption. All the students have smartphones. It'll work on a smartphone as well?
Yes, sir.
And you're going to show me.
I will show you. So this is an example of all of our content has video lessons. We call them power lessons because it's a very focused lesson on a specific science TEK topic. And they just simply can log in and they can watch the lesson right on their iPhone, on the bus, on the way to school or after school. What we hear is a lot of school districts will say, well, the kids don't have internet access. Well, I ask them, do the kids have a Facebook account? Do they have a Twitter account? Do they have a smartphone? And again, not all do, but those that do can go in and watch all the video lessons, the video power lessons, look through the study sheets, go in and do practice problems. So we're trying to accommodate every type of scenario, but also allow them to access the full functionality that one can get through a digital interactive resource.
I think a lot of times people assume when you say, do you have internet connection, they're thinking desktop or laptop computer at home when they don't think about their smartphone as an actual...
As another device. And there are a number of districts that are implementing BYOD, bring your own device opportunities, so that we can accommodate that as well because it supports multiple different platforms.
So tell me a little bit about, I'm gonna zoom in here, and can you tell us a little bit about the product right there? And I'm gonna hand you the mic so you can narrate what you're doing.
You bet.
Do that?
I'll try. Yeah, you bet. All right, so I'm in the biology ebook, and this is available again either on the iPad or through a web browser. I've got a number of different things bookmarked, and I'm going to pull up an activity on mutations. So this is a simulation that a biology teacher can run in the classroom, or the student can go online and do it on their own. It allows you to go into the DNA strand, a mutated strand, and do substitutions. So I can go in and do substitutions. I can do additions. I can even do deletions of some of the strands. So it allows you to do all those different manipulatives. You then do the transcribing. It transcribes to the mRNA, and then you do the translation, and it shows the resulting amino acids.
That's cool. So kids could actually make their own Frankenstein if they want.
They could, and it allows you to go through multiple times and just. But it really, what the dynamic product has, it really brings the textbook to life. The traditional way of learning, of reading some static content on a page, it's being totally transformed by bringing it to life, making it dynamic, interactive, and really helping the students to master their content.
Now, I know one of the problems in the past with having a paper textbook is that you get a paper textbook, you find mistakes in it, and you're stuck with a paper textbook that's got mistakes in it. So if you have to update your textbook, how does that work?
The textbook is updated in real time. So if we find just basic errors in it of any type, those are updated immediately. We will do major updates typically over the summertime between school years. Let's say the TEA makes modifications to the TEKs, adds some TEKs or changes some of them. We'll make those over the summer so that it's updated for everyone in the state that's using the program.
TEA would never throw a curveball at anybody ever.
You know, just like this 8-year adoption may turn into a 12-year adoption, right? And the nice thing about that is instead of purchasing a book that might be good quality today, you know, 8-9 years from now, what's that? You're talking about a static product where we're always able to update it over the years. And with Sapling, we're not just a company that's coming in during an adoption year, marketing to you and then selling a book or a textbook and then coming back 8 years later. We're with you 7 by 24 over the next 8 years. So as your teachers have issues, have any needs, we're there. Our staff in Austin is there for you. We're a Texas-based company. We were founded in Texas. All the high school content team are former high school science teachers, so they've been in the shoes of a lot of the teachers we work with. They've been in the classroom, and then we built the program from the ground up specifically to the Texas TEKs. So when you use the program, every concept, every topic, every video was specifically built for Texas.
Let me ask you this real quick. Have you addressed the technology application TEKs at all, or is it all just the science TEKs that you've addressed?
We focus on the science TEKs. We're a science and math company, so we'll be participating in next year's math adoption, but this year it's the science TEKs. And, you know, obviously it's being utilized on multi-platforms, but we don't specifically as a company address the technology learning TEKs.
Okay, John, thanks for talking to us. John Kresge, the boss man of Sapling Learning. So thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.